Okay, go live. I hope they can hear me. Hello, everybody. I hope you can hear me. I hope you can see me. Give me a thumbs up if you can hear me and if you can see me. Hello, everybody. It's been a day. So, can you all hear me? Can you all see me? Give me a thumbs up if you can. Does it say go live? Okay, there we go. I think we are live. I hope so. Hello, the real fam. Can you all hear me? Thumbs up. Okay, great. Yeah, some weird settings have been changed in this, which I don't know, like, what's going on. So thank you, everybody. I do appreciate you all for being here. It's been a hectic couple of 2 days. So I literally got back home about 20 minutes ago and, half an hour ago, not 20. And I had to take Bernie for a quick walk before we settled down. And I barely had time to go get a sip of water. So I'm looking a bit stressed out. That's because I literally just, like I said, we just got home. We've been out almost the whole day. So hello, everybody. Thank you so much for joining me. Hi, Kelly, Debbie. My Manx, Double Take, Alia, Gypsy Girl, Denise. Hey Denise, how's everything going? Denise, you and I need to talk. I hope you had a good trip to wherever you were going. So we'll talk about that later. So all right. So a couple of things I wanted to do. Bear with me, okay? I'm kind of just getting a little bit organized. I don't know where to keep my things even. But all right, here we go. Some things don't need to be right here. So that's trash paper. This is, yeah. You know how I am all about recycling paper. So here we go. We are recycling. I'm trying to get this out of here. I don't like these staples because they snag on this little. There we go. All right. Oh, you're leaving this Wednesday. Okay, good. Definitely sending positive energy. Have a safe trip. We'll talk though. So I wanted to take this moment and say thank you to my subscriber for Debbie for asking me, not asking me, actually she brought it to my attention about this whole thing that's going on in Austin, Texas. I had seen a little blurb of it on the news, not really paying attention. I wasn't watching the news, but Mark was watching the news, and I just got literally a couple seconds of it, and then the news channel went on to something else, and I was, I really didn't pay attention. Then subsequently Debbie said, hey, do you know this is happening? And I was like, well, like I said, 2 seconds on the news, so I really don't know. And I said, okay, you know what, I'll do a reading and see what this is all about. So thank you, Debbie, for suggesting. So what this case is this beautiful lake that's called Ladybird Lake in Austin, Texas. Apparently there have been a lot of people who have been waken up dead in the lake. I mean, literally, I suppose I should. People might misconstrue that as me being disrespectful. A lot of men have been found dead in that lake. Of course, we don't know. The police are not disclosing whether it's murder, suicide, this, that, or accident, or whatever. But it seems a little bit iffy, okay? So I'm just going to do a quick read on that and figure out and see if there's any information we can get. Give me 1 second. I don't have the names of every single person who has been recovered, so we don't know. I'm just going to do my little thingy over here. 4, 7. Austin. Texas. Okay, just give me 1 second here. Okay. 10, 14, 15, 6, 18, 20, 24, that is 6, 10, 11, that is 2, right? So 10, 15, 16, 17, 20, 22, that's 4, 7, 9, 6. So that is 12, 18, 20, 24, 6. Wow. Okay, let's count this again. 9 plus 1 is 10, 15, 16, 17, 20, 21. Okay, it's very, very interesting. So let's look at it. I am going to so much as say it's all about specific habits or specific habits of the people. Okay, let me back up. So the common thread over there, according to the news, is so far it's only men who have been recovered from that lake, okay, or the surrounding area of that lake. And the couple of pictures that I was able to photographs of that the police have released, I'm going to go a little further. In fact, I had told Debbie, I said, even before, doing a reading or anything, this is the first time I'm reading, I said, Debbie, I will tell you though, all of them look very, very, very similar, and they fall in the same age category. And she was like, yes, that is true. But subsequently coming to find out and getting some pictures of the people who have been recovered from the lake, they kind of sort of look similar, but they're not exactly the same. But it's like, hey, he looks familiar. Hey, he looks familiar. So there's a vein of commonality over there, and they're all men. And the few pictures that have been released by the police, they don't come across as looking like, men who are not capable of defending themselves, right? I mean, I'm not saying every one of them is a bodybuilder or a jiu-jitsu master or whatever, but they look like, yeah, they can kind of fight back at least, right? So I do believe that with the 6th house over here being very, very it's a focus. It says the specific habits of these people. There is a commonality in terms of their habits or their specific lifestyle choices, okay, that they have made. That's a common thread over here. But we will go on and we will see what else we can find. I don't know every single name and date of birth of the people who have passed. In fact, I don't know any of that. So I'm not even going to go and do individual readings. If and when there comes a time when I do get that information, then I can do a reading. I will say right off the bat that around the month of June, there is going to be a little bit of a breakthrough as far as this case is concerned. And I will also go so far as to say that whoever the perpetrator is, not every single one of them is accidental, not every single one of them is suicide, not every single one of them is murder. I'll tell you that up front. But there are some murders, and I am going to put the demographic of the individual between the ages of 50 to 65. Okay, I would say that is the age of the perpetrator. That's 50 and 65. The individual does not look very I'm not going to say the individual is very fit, neither am I going to say the individual is not fit at all. Fairly stockily built, that's what I'm going to say. Okay, let's get on with this. So, hey Alia, yes, today is Eid. Eid Mubarak to all those who are celebrating Eid. Yes, yes. Alright, let me focus on this, y'all, okay? There is, I'm going to go out and say it. To me, it appears like some of those murders, the person responsible for the demise of some of those men, there's one person responsible for the demise of some of those men. Okay, and that is the individual I say is between the ages of 50 and 65. That individual, for some reason, I'm also seeing like a grayish beard. Don't ask me. Salt and pepper and grayish beard. That individual is not super fit and muscular. Neither is that individual weak, but stockily built. It's so bizarre. What I'm being shown is somebody with, okay, this is like, okay, before I go any further, let me just say these are my observations and these are my opinions. This is for entertainment purposes only. Please do your own research, do your own due diligence, and form your own conclusions. Okay, I'm just going to throw that out there. For one thing, what I'm being shown is that it's somebody who very hairy, but like a lot of body hair around here. So I don't know if the air is on or not. I have the window open. No? Fire. And the moon card. Okay. So let me show you. I have Capricorn, fire, and the moon card. Whoever this person is responsible for the multiples. This person is a little bit takes a lot of pride in their talents and their ability to create and do things. Also their ability to earn money. I'm not going to say this individual is in the poor house, but this individual is quite confident about his ability to earn money. Okay, Capricorn, 10th house. It's all about life goals, morals, reputation. It's all about speculation. Lot of deviant sexual energies. Okay, lot of deviant sexual energies, and there is a conflict within this individual about his own deviant sexual energies that he wants to not necessarily so he knows he has this deviant sexual energies. There's a lot of conflict, there's a lot of internal turmoil. He doesn't want to accept it about himself, but then again he's trying very hard to suppress it and not let it be known out. Okay, and not let others know about it. With the moon card with Pisces here, there is this innate ability to create an illusion. So this person will come across as being very staid, very confident, very respectful, very secure, and comes across as, if you were to meet this individual, you would not think twice. You'd say, hey man, how's it going? That sort of a thing. You're not going to right off the bat think, oh my god, this person is a psycho, stay away from this person type of a thing. But smoker, but I will say this individual is very good at creating illusions. Okay, I'm already getting creeped out. Yes, in fact, the moment I told Debbie, I said, Debbie, there is a commonality among these people. And I had actually told her, I said, there is a common thread in them. Look, and Debbie can vouch for it. John, Jason, Jonathan, that sort of a thing. Very, very strange. I don't, is Debbie here? Well, so we have that. We have Hangman and we have the Star card. So we have the 2, which is the High Priestess, we have the Hangman, and then we have the Star card. So what I will tell you is, this is not an individual who is acting alone right off the bat. Okay, this individual has a little bit of help. So not that there is another conspirator, but almost has the help of somebody under the guise, hey, let's go out for dinner, let's do this, let's do that, and then part ways. So if this other individual is not necessarily supportive, but then again kind of sort of is by default, so whenever this person goes out, it's always going out with a friend. Now I will tell you, okay, with the high priestess showing up, there is a lot that is very, very hidden about this individual. The case is almost been, I'm not going to say that the police were not aware that there's a possibility there's a serial killer, but they were very much aware of it, but then they haven't been able to get enough evidence, and they have kind of put it on hold, and they have decided to pursue other avenues. But there has been some conflict even there. There is one faction of the police who are like, you know what, we really need to look at it and see, because this does look like it's too coincidental. And there's been some war over there. So 3 and 5. So communication within the powers that be of the city. There's a lot of arguments over there, like we don't want to let it out, but it's understandable. You know what, Austin is a university city, and they say keep Austin weird, and you know they're afraid that tourism will be affected and yada yada, which is very understandable. But then again, there's a conflict within the powers that may be over there. Now we have the moon card and we have the star card here as well. Now with the so, which is Aquarius, is ruled by Uranus, and then here we have Neptune and Saturn, Neptune, and slow moving planets, right? So this is telling me, yes, it has taken a lot of time for this case to be broken open, but I will say within the next not within the next 6 months, 6 June, okay, there is going to be a little bit of a breakthrough as far as this case is concerned. Hang on one second. I'm not going to say that this individual has somebody who's supporting him in this crime, but there's a kind of sort of an and a laborer. I'm sorry, what am I saying? Enabler. Okay, and an enabler. Oh my God. It's so weird that now I feel like I'm stuttering. And it's not my energy, so I wonder if that individual has a problem in terms of speech. So I just need to count these cards, make sure I have them all. Give me 1 second. 1, 2, 3, 6. Nine, 30, 31, 32. Three, 56, 59, 60. Yeah, because I dropped some cards and they kind of went flying all over, and I gathered them up, so I wanted to make sure that I had gathered up the whole pack, right? So let's take a thanks, Debbie. Thank you for bringing it to my attention. Kelly Cindy says Austin, Texas. Yeah, Debbie has a good question. She wants to know if all of the John names are the ones that were murdered, or are some of them accidental. Yes, we look into that. Give me 1 second. Right now, I'm just trying to tap into the energy of who might be responsible for this. The Hierophant. I'll show you the cards. The Hierophant. The Hangman. Wow, the Hangman pops up twice. How interesting. And then we have the Wands. Wow, the Three of Wands. Oh my word. How interesting. We have the Hangman pop up twice. That's like something else, y'all. Seriously. That to me is like, okay, there is The case is going to stall again, though. There will be a breakthrough in June, but I think it's going to stall again. There's going to be a lull in the murders or the bodies found for a brief period of time. Hang in there 1 second. So there is definitely somebody here who is well versed with the way certain things are conducted and done in terms of government agencies, like be it the city, be it the water department, be it the sewage and garbage department, be it somebody who takes care of the lake, the police, whatever. This individual is quite connected. So either this person works for one of those institutions, which government agencies, or is connected to somebody in that government agency. I'm going to go so far as to say works for one of the government agencies. Okay, now I will tell you, this individual also is very very organized, very orderly, very structured, and pays attention to details. Okay, really does pay attention to details. In other words, the minutiae is very important. Then you have the hangman, which is Neptune again. There are moments where this person has periods of unrest, periods of delusions, feeling stuck, feeling unable to take action, and so kind of goes into a little bit of a hermit-like phase, hiding almost. And then whatever happens, whatever goes through his head, he snaps out of it, and then he's back to the Three of Wands, right? And the Three of Wands, as we know, is all about commerce, expansion, working together with a group of people, wanting to go forward, wanting to take action, teamwork. So this, I do believe, is somebody who actually works for the city. I wouldn't be surprised, or is somehow associated. See, it's not being directly employed by the government agencies, be it state or central, right? It could also be works, you know how the government subcontracts or whatever. So I wouldn't be surprised if this person is actually somehow connected there. Now I will say, this person has a habit of maintaining records, very good at maintaining records. And yes, there is this great need to, when he snaps out of that phase of being stuck, then it's the other end of the extreme. It's like wanting to go out and wanting to party and wanting to socialize, and a very good co-worker. This individual is a very good co-worker, I'll tell you that much, you know. Yep, could work for one of the government agencies, either city or state, or works for a subcontractor who works for the government agencies. So I'm going to see were all those John names connected, or give me 1 second. I want to get a picture of Jason Landry. Hang on 1 second. Give me 1 second. Now I thought I remembered that name. It rung a bell, but here we are. Okay, let's get on. What is there a connection between those murders? Debbie's question was: are all the John's names the ones that were murdered, or are some of them accidental? Any connection? The devil. Okay. Any connection to the John names? Temperance. Oh, that card. And see the wands again, man. Ace of Wands, Knight of Pentacles, one more card. Oh, two of them want to come out. The Moon card, wow. And the King of Wands. Ooh. I'm going to go so far as to say that, yeah, I would not be surprised if some of those people ending with the Johns, they are, that particular name, some of them are murdered. Not all of them are accidental, I can assure you. See, it's almost like, what do you call, cosplay? Am I getting that right? It's almost like there is there's a whole bunch of partying and having fun, like you go to a bar or a pub or whatever and you're having fun. There's music, there's dance, everybody's dressed up and everybody's dancing, drinking, having fun. And it's almost like very manipulative energy comes in. See, the Capricorn energy has popped up twice. This person is very, very good at masking his intentions and yet having the ability to control and to kind of manipulate people. Like, people don't right off the bat feel like, oh, this is a creepy person, my hackles are up, I need to kind of watch out. They kind of fall into that trap. And then Temperance, it's all about drinking, having fun. It's all about, hey, let's go, let's have fun, let's get a drink, hey, let me buy you a drink, that sort of a thing. And then you have the Ace of Wands. See, Ace of Wands is also, among other things, it is considered to be the male phallus, right, or symbolic of, right? So it's like the urge to almost show control, to show that you may be a man, but I'm the real man and I am able to control you and I have the ability to control you. It's a weird dynamic. Then you have the Knight of Pentacles. So gosh, I have no place on my, let me just move these things around. The Knight of Pentacles, you can say, is all about being very reliable, being very focused, being not working for me, being reliable, being focused, being very, don't ask me why I'm worried about this now, stay, being very focused, showing yourself as being somebody who's in charge, who's stable, who's sensible, that sort of a thing. But on the other hand, see, the energy goes from being the devil, being the all about the the control issue, dominant male issue, to look, there is stability that I can offer. I'm safe. I feel I am safe. You will be safe with me. And then you have the Moon card. Boom! The Moon card smacks them in the face. And then you have the King of Wands. So it's very interesting how the energy flows over here. The kind of a quick transition of the persona literally fleets before these people, these men can literally see that, right? But they don't. It doesn't register. And the Moon card again showing up over here says, look, it's deception. It's deception under the guise of the night. It's deceptive. It's like, hey man, come on, there's a party going on there, over there, there's a party there, come on, you want to join us? A whole bunch of us are getting together, you want to go with us? No, not really. Come on man, it's okay, look, that guy, hey, how are you doing? Hey, yeah, they're all going to join, we're all going to leave in 5 minutes, you want to go? That is the kind of energy I'm picking up. This is something that is very definitely I'm not saying that these guys who have been murdered, whatever the sexual orientation, that's irrelevant. It's none of my business. It's nobody's business but their own. But it's almost like this individual who is the perpetrator is a sexual deviant. He cannot seem to accept the fact that he himself has alternative sexual tendencies. Read between the lines and go figure that out, because everybody else will jump into this then. So Okay, I don't know who this individual is, but I remember this individual coming on earlier and causing some trouble over here. So I'm going to watch this individual and we'll deal with it as and when we. Give me 1 second, Debbie. Give me 1 second. Let me. I'm about ready to sneeze. Hang on. Okay, this whoever this Paula Belinsky person is, I am going to remove and remove. Okay, and timeout. Yeah, there we go, because I can't be bothered with that nonsense. And Debbie, to answer your question, I did not get a chance to do any of that. Like I said, I just barely got home and I barely had any time to do anything. So bear with me, give me 1 second. Okay, I can't deal with that right now. So Debbie's question is he drugging the drinks? Okay. I have no idea who this individual is, so we will just yes. No, I don't see him drugging their drinks as much as it is a question of, okay, what I'm being shown is putting something under the tongue, like a little pill under the tongue. I don't know who's doing it. Hang on 1 second. I don't know. Very interesting. Oh, here we go. Another doofus magoofus over here. Oh, yeah. Yeah. I don't know what the hell Gypsy Girl is thinking. She goes, hit the like button, Tarot Destroyer. Are you serious? You're actually asking a fool over here to hit the like button? We know who the Tarot Destroyer is. Some doofus magoofus. You seriously, like... Something about something kept under the tongue. So okay, swords. Give me 1 second. I'll show you all the cards. Let me take these two. 5 of swords. The 3 of wands pops up again. Okay, let me show you. 5 of swords. Wait. Come on, focus. 5 of swords. Three of Wands, the Hangman. Give me a second, y'all. I really need to look at this person. Oh my goodness. Has anybody seen that Paula Balinsky's face? Or the Tarot Destroyer's face? Oh, these people are such jokes. Anyhow. So what I'm seeing here is, it's like pulling them out of that environment, but not like forcing them out. It's almost like these people are voluntarily going out of that environment, and it's like, yeah, over there, we just need to go a little bit further. We need to just go a little bit further so we can, hey, yeah, it's right here. It's almost like looking up. They're walking and they're looking up at all the buildings like that. And then you have, see, it's a weird thing. I am going to go so far as to say, there is a little bit of hesitation, that moment of fear where these young men are like kind of questioning, hey, what's going on? But not really. Like, it's like at the back of their mind they have a small percentage of doubt, questioning, but it's almost like overcome. I am going to go so far as to say also that there is a woman who joins them in this too. So remember earlier I said there is somebody who may not be an enabler, but could be kind of a sort of a cohort in this. That I do believe is a woman, or somebody who appears to be a woman. And it's interesting because the Three of Wands pops up again. It's all about, hey, we are a whole bunch of people, it's a group of us. And then they go, and then all of a sudden it's the Hangman and everything comes to a standstill. There is a very specific all right. Okay. Yeah, I think I'm going to do that. I'm just going to go and change it. Today I didn't have the time to do it. I should have just put subscribers. I really didn't have the time to actually do it. What I'm going to do, everybody, who knows, it's a bot or whatever, these fucking idiotic people, they have nothing better to do in their lives, and they're so they don't have the ability to do anything on their own, create anything on their own, right? So they come here and they try to create all this dissension or whatever. And of course, look at the photographs here, hiding behind some sort of a caricature over here. So what are you gonna do? So next time I'll make it only on subscribers. I forgot to do that today because I was in such a hurry, but lesson learned, now we know. And I kind of know who this person is, even because there's a electronic trail. You can always trace people. So all this drama started only after there was one individual who got mad at me for something, and I was like, yeah, no, thank you. You can be on your merry way. They're just pathetic. They have nothing else to do with their lives. So now we have Four of Wands. Let's not let them get to us. Four of Wands, and then we have, I should have shown you Four of Wands, right? Knight of Cups, right? And then we have the Seven of Swords. Thanks, Denise. Thumbelina, I love that. Maybe it could be about, who knows. I tried blocking them. Yeah, it's whatever, waste of time. Let's not even worry about that. Those people, it's just idiotic, so they can kiss my tutti patootie. So all right, so let's get on with this. Very interesting, right? This is an environment that this person feels very comfortable in. It's almost like that wherever wherever these things are happening, right, there is a common denominator, meaning a particular place that is very familiar to the perpetrator. He feels very, very comfortable there. It's almost like his home environment. I'm going to go so far as to say this individual does not live too far away from there. Okay, and then we have the Knight of Cups. So the Knight of Cups always does come across as being very charming and very like romantic almost. So he's very, very good at changing his demeanor, changing his persona to impress upon these people, coming across as artsy, coming across as being very relatable, very stable, very secure, and very down to earth, that sort of a thing. And also a little bit artsy. This person does have a little bit of artistic abilities. And then you have the Seven of Swords. Betrayal, dishonesty, feeling like there's a feeling of hang on, y'all, I'm trying to figure out the phrases. What I'm trying to say is, remember I said earlier that this individual goes through these moments where it's like utter absolute self-loathing and goes into hibernation, goes into withdrawal, and is like unable to comprehend, and yet there is a great need and there's a great push to want to behave in a certain way and to act in a certain way and carry out actions of a certain kind that are detrimental and completely opposing of what is normal for society. This person does have a little bit of it's so bizarre, but 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. This person does reflect on his actions. Okay, there is a little bit of remorse, but it's almost like unable to kind of control. There is a hope here. This individual does have a hope that he is to be found out. He wants to be found out. He wants somebody to find out. He's not going to go and tell somebody and say, hey, by the way, I did all of this, but he wants to be found out. Okay, thank you, Healing with Nikki. I appreciate your kind words, Gypsy Girl and Denise and all those who have had readings. Thank you so much for your. There are always going to be these psycho people around, right? They can't do jack shit on their own, but they want to go around and causing chaos for somebody else. So whatever. This person's health is failing. This individual's health is failing. smoker. But very meticulous, very planned, very organized, very meticulous. Somebody who keeps records, somebody is very diligent. If the job says, hey, you can only do this, like goes by the book, that kind of a person. Very interesting. Hang on, let's move on further and I have to say, oh my goodness, I won't even get into it because that's a whole nother thing. We'll talk about it after I finish this reading. Give me 1 second. Interesting. All right. 6 in June, there is going to be a breakthrough of this case. I'm going to go so far as to say there are going to be 7 more bodies found in the near future. Where are we? We are in April, right? So May, June. Yeah, within the next couple, 2-3 months, I wouldn't be surprised if 7 more bodies are found. Then we have the 9 of Wands. Oh. Then we have the 3 of Swords, Queen of Pentacles, 8 of Pentacles, 10 of Pentacles. Thank you, Healing with Nikki. I appreciate you. There has been a little bit of suppression, meaning like, feeling like he has been forced to stay within his bounds, forced to live within his means, forced to, my God, Bunny, forced to stay within his bounds. And then there's 3 of Swords. There has been betrayal by a female. This individual has been betrayed by a female. And then you have the 8 of Pentacles. This is wow, okay. This person has been forced to remain within his bounds. It's almost like forcibly limited by a certain individual. There has been a betrayal. It has definitely been a woman, betrayed by a woman. It's almost like I'm not willing to let go, but I'm wanting to let go, but I'm not willing to accept. It's like wanting to climb out of this little bit of a climb out of this feeling stuck, this limitations, this betrayal, great need to want to come out of this, but not willing to do the work it takes to come out of this oppression, this being put limits on, this betrayal, not willing to do the work on it. And then yet feeling like I have everything, I have nothing to lose, so why not do it? Like, why not? Who's to stop me from continuing to murder people? I don't know how to explain, y'all. This is some really bizarre, freaky energy here. Like, seriously. this individual who's going around murdering these people is conflicted about his own sexual orientation. He's desperately wanting to come out of this, but he's not willing to do the work to come out of this state of being stuck. Desperately wanting help, knowing needs help, but not willing to take the necessary steps and not willing to do what needs to be done to get help. It will be so convenient if he were to be found out. Hope somebody finds me out, hope somebody rats me out, hope somebody comes and gets me, but I'm not willing to do it myself. And I'll tell you, this is a very stable person financially too, like got a house, got a home, done all that stuff. This is not some person who is lacking finances or having a problem in terms of, making ends meet, or, I'm not going to say this person is a millionaire, but this person is definitely not in the poorhouse. It's like financially, stable, right? Has the wherewithal to take care of what needs to be taken care of. It's not somebody who lives off the side of the streets and who's sleeping out of their car and, not like that. This is somebody who does have home and hearth. And there's a lot of attention, lot of focus being put on garden. So how shall I explain? It's like, okay, most of us, if we are interested, and if we, not everybody is into gardening and all that, but most of us like to have something green in the backyard or the front yard or whatever. Unless you live in a multi-story building or apartment complex, then a lot of people will have like one or two potted plants or something. There's something like that. This person's interest in oh my God, this person's interest in gardening, in maintaining greenery is very intense. Whoa, okay. All right. So those of you who caught on, understand what I'm saying. This person is very into all of that stuff, very knowledgeable about, vaguely enough, butterflies. Y'all, this is going off in 20 different tangents. I'm kind of needing a little bit of a respite here. Hang on, because whosever energy this is, it's kind of getting a little creepy where I'm at right now. Seven of Pentacles, then we have the Tower card, then we have Ace of Pentacles, and then Page of Swords. This is a little bit creepy energy, y'all. Did I say 6 or 7 more deaths? I think I said 7 more. After that is when everything is going to come crumbling down. All about the garden. That's how they're going to find out this person. It's all about the garden, the greenery, that sort of a thing. This person is very much into all of that. Very much into all of that. Somebody is going to, by mistake, literally look over the fence into this person's yard. They're going to see something, and then they're going to be like, oh, we better report this to the police, and that's how everything is going to come unraveled. You know what? That's so well said, Debbie. That's very, very, very likely. Debbie says maybe he's jealous of these men because they don't have a problem with their sexuality. A lot of people are cool with it and they're confident and they're like, I don't give a flying fiddlestick about others. I'm okay. Two of Wands, Four of Wands, Knight of Pentacles. It's within the house. It's within the house. There are going to be, look y'all, I will tell you, weapons will be found. 2 weapons will be found. Firearms will be found within the property. This person is also going to he comes across as being very reliable and very like secure and that sort of a thing. There's going to be something to do with his finances also. That's so bizarre because he doesn't need any help from anybody as far as finances are concerned. But it's almost like he's trying to take his money, trying to get his things together and trying to leave town. That's so bizarre though. I wonder if he's trying to get away with this. Literally putting on a disguise, gathering his stuff in a hurry-burry, taking some money and wanting to leave town. Very, very bizarre. They had better go get him. Good question, Debbie. Is he drowning them? See, let me see. Is he drowning them? Y'all, give me a second. I'm going to turn off the fan. I'm a little bit cold right now. It's been pretty windy today here by us, and I'm told that tomorrow we're going to go down to the 50s. I'm trying to see what the temperature is right now. It says it's 62 where I'm at. Wow, it really dropped. Yeah, I think I said 7th, Nikki. You're right. I'm going to stick to that. Hang on one second. Is he drowning them? Ooh, Cups card. Haha. Interesting. 4 of Cups. Oh, wow. 4 of Cups. So this tells me that he makes an offer and he's disappointed and dejected. Okay. Or somebody tells him something like, how shall I say? He says, hey, do you want to go? And somebody says no. But so there's a little bit of dejection over there. And it's almost like, now I got to do it. So, am I going to say every one of them drowned? No. But see, that's another very interesting question. I'm not going to go so far as to say everybody died because of drowning, but a couple of them definitely have. So it's I don't know the scientific thing, and I'm not a medical doctor or a forensic specialist or whatever. You know how they say, they can tell whether water entered their lungs or no, whether if water is in the lungs, then they drowned. If not, that means they were already dead before they put in the water. I'm going to say a couple of them did drown, yes, but not because he particularly drowned them. He hurt them and he left them there and he went. He was like, whatever. And then because they were unconscious or whatever, they drowned. But I'm not going to go so far as to say every one of them died because of water in the lungs. That I'm not going to say. It is a convenient place to dispose of them. That's more like it. Yeah, convenient to just dispose of them. And then we have the Strength card, which is 8. Let's see. And then this Ace of Wands comes up again. And then we have the Hermit card. Using a lot of force, right? Using a lot of force. It takes a lot of energy, using a lot of force, sheer muscle power, and using that to, it's a very physical process. So there's a lot of physical energy that has been exerted to move these people and to dispose of them. Not every one of them have died at the spot they were found or died by the lake. Some of them have been disposed of, have been extinguished, for lack of a better term. You know how YouTube gets, at another place and come here and conveniently dumped. And he has done it all under the guise of night. This person is very comfortable with that area. Very comfortable. Knows that area like the back of his hand. I'm actually getting the creeps right now here. Actually, I'm kind of getting a little bit creeped out right now because of this energy over here. Hang on, I'm going to try and set this. Okay. This time to retire this deck for a little bit. Let me set this deck out. This deck is getting a little bit tired. Unalivened at his home or his garden. Good question. Good question. Hang on. See, remember I said that somebody looked over the fence and saw something in his backyard and kind of freaked out, and that's when everything kind of went crazy. So I wouldn't be surprised if some part of the process of eliminating these individuals have happened in his home. That's the best way to put it. So hang on 1 second, y'all. Oh my God, this is a very violent person, y'all. This is a very violent person. Listen, I'll tell you, it's so bizarre because this individual comes across as being very stable, secure, trustworthy, reliable, and yet there is this other side to this person's character that is so conflicted, that is constantly simmering under the surface. This person definitely uses some sort of a consumable item, okay, consumable item to make these individuals more malleable and more manageable. And then definitely alcohol is used. There is a conflict. At one time there was a conflict between him and two people because one of them came to, and y'all, this is freaky. I'm going to stop this. I'm seeing all kinds of things here that is kind of freaking me out. It has happened by the house. He has eliminated at least two people simultaneously by the house and then taken him wherever and disposed of them. Betrayal. That's what these people are feeling. I'll show you this card. I don't know if you can see that very clearly. Some of them have been completely eliminated on his property and have been taken and disposed of elsewhere. So, hi Jari. I hope I said that right. Okay. Four of Wands, Five of Wands, Eight of Cups, Eight of Wands, and 3. Action, very quick. So it's like the party moves from here to the house, and then somewhere along the place, along the thingy, arguments and the dynamics changes. Okay, somebody does try to make a run for it, but they cannot, because of this individual using his masculinity, using his weapon, go figure, to control, restrain that individual from taking off. And then you have the Three of Pentacles. It's almost like collaborating with somebody else to come and help. And it's like, say, if you help me, collaborating with somebody else to come and help, or even trying to collaborate with this victim and saying, if you play along, you'll be fine. Do you get what I'm saying? But they're not fine. And then we have the Hangman. So I'm going to say that things are going to kind of let me rephrase that. When he kind of says, hey, play along and you'll be fine, and you go your way, I go my way, it's like creating that illusionary kind of a thing, saying that everything is going to be fine as long as you just play along. And again, making them feel like there's being in a state of limbo, making them feel like, this is a delusion, this is uncertainty, I can't take action, I can't take control of myself, I'm feeling stuck. So whatever he's giving them is making them inebriated enough where they cannot, even though the mind is telling them go make a run for it, physically they are unable to do that. Am I making any sense at all? I don't know, y'all. This is like, yeah, let's just focus on this case. We are not looking at any other case at the moment. Thank you. Debbie says, will he be caught? Hold on, love MJ2, hold on. Will he be caught? Ace of Swords, with clarity, they will be able to get him. I do believe they will be able to get him. There is going to be a breakthrough in the 6th month of this year. There are going to be 7 other bodies that are going to be recovered. Am I saying all of them is because of this one fellow? Chances are no. A couple of them could have been suicides or accidents. But a majority, there is definitely a common denominator here. And there is one individual who's responsible for multiple bodies found over there, if you get what I mean. Okay, so hopefully that answered. Debbie says, are they walking to his house? Remember I told you it's like they're going somewhere and they're looking up at all these buildings. It almost feels like these tall buildings and they're walking there. But am I going to say that they're walking to the house? No, there is some sort of a corridor type of a thing where they're all looking up at the buildings like that, and then they go, and I can't see past that. So I don't know whether they're all walking to his house or whether they are like being driven there, but I do see them looking up at these buildings, and it's like these tall buildings and like dark, and it's like a corridor through the buildings, if you get what I mean. Do you know when this started? I don't know when it started, except that what they showed on the news is just recently these multiple bodies have been found. But we can ask. Knight of Swords, right? So 12. I think the first would have been 2007. Then 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 11, 12. Then 2012. Okay. So this individual was responsible for something that started in 2007. There was a break, and then 2012. That's what I'm seeing. Bernie, are you having a dream? So love MJ2, I hope that answered your question. Yes. Yes. Queen of Wands. Interesting. So bizarre. It's like, then the feminine, it's like, so bizarre. It's like I don't know how, oh my god, it's like this feminine persona pops out. Two, 4, 6, 8. It's almost like changing his persona to something more feminine. Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised if he is violating these people. I would not be surprised at all. See, everything is shadow, light and shadow, right? But there's a lot of light, but he's always in the shadows. It's like his true self is not being shown. His face is not being shown. He's always back in the shadows. It's weird. Like, you can make out the outline of the person and all that, but you can't clearly see the features because the person is like in shadows. Whatever. Alia wants to know how he will be caught. I do believe that he's trying to make a getaway, and while he's making that getaway is when people are going to catch him. Pretty much. While he's making a getaway. See, and the death card pops up over here that says change, rebirth, transformation and ending. So while he is making a getaway, while he's trying to make a change, while he's trying to transform and move somewhere and go somewhere, let's see whether the Six of Swords pops up. Queen of Wands, this one again, while he's trying to transform, there's something about, and then the Two of Cups. Wow. And then the Six of Pentacles. Page of Swords. Somebody is going to rat on him. And then Seven of Pentacles. Somebody is going to rat on him. Somebody is going to rat on him. He is going to try to pay somebody to do something for him. There's going to be a lot of conversations, lot of talking, lot of gossiping, and he's going to try to walk away. And somebody who is close to him is going to actually let the cat out of the bag. I'm not so sure this person is in good health. I wouldn't be surprised if he actually goes in for some sort of a surgery even. This is so bizarre, man. This is okay. I'm going to stop for a second over here because this is getting bizarro, like seriously bizarre. So could be, Alia, could be. Okay, so let's stop this for a second and let's just clear the energy of all this madness, and then we'll take it from there again. So do you all have any question? Please don't ask me about any other case or any personal questions. That's not going to happen. Anything specific regarding this particular case, let's talk about it. Give me 1 second, y'all. I'm trying to kind of sage. Thank you, love MJ2. I so appreciate your generosity. Thank you so much. Thank you. I'm trying to get this Palo Santos to kind of light up, and Debbie, did you just see what you oh my god, Debbie, you cracked me up. That was just too funny. Oh my goodness. I wouldn't be surprised if it is a woman. I'm not going to say she's the enabler, neither am I going to say she's the co-conspirator. But there's something weird about the dynamics between the two of them. Hang on 1 second, everybody. Okay. That was just too funny. What Debbie, okay. Let me see. Okay. Debbie, you're too funny. Oh my god. But love MJ2, thank you so much. Oh, look at y'all. 8 of Swords. And then you have the 7 of Swords. Okay. And then you have the Ace of Wands. So 8 of Swords is finally being able to free yourself from the web of lies that is surrounding this individual. And then you're going to come forward with the 7 of Swords. It's like you're going to rat out and say there's been a whole bunch of dishonesty. There's been a whole bunch of nonsense that isn't right. This person is trying to get away. I finally broke free. I'm going to try to get away from his grasps. And I'm going to come to you and give you the information because I think he's trying to get away. And Ace of Swords, it means there's going to be a lot of clarity, and that's when things are going to kind of fall into place and they're going to be able to get him. Yeah, okay. Auto incorrect. That's too funny. Thumbelina says, lol. Debbie is one wild lady. Has he been married to a woman before and having marital issues? Okay, let's ask. Wow, that's some good energy right there. Thank you. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Woo, way. Hello. Did I say that too soon? Okay, hang on everybody. I'm about to lose my cards just about. Okay. Okay. Ooh, not only was this individual in a relationship as an aka be married or living together or common law, also had a baby with that person. A Page of Wands. But then the Fool card shows up, which means there were some new beginnings, wanted to get away and did get away. And then you have the King of Swords and the 10 of... Whoa! Alright, y'all. Okay, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Hang on 1 second. 7. 8, 9, 10. Look, there are so many swords and wands energy here. So much. Okay. Definitely was in a union with a woman. Did have a child. Okay. Or she did have a child. Okay. Which is the Page of Wands. And got away. That's one scenario. Something else that is being brought to my attention is could have been in a home with a very controlling mother. Okay. And managed to get away as a young adult from her and make a fresh start. That's how the cards are showing me messages. Then somewhere along the line turned into a King of Swords, okay, being very harsh. Okay, King of Swords energy is usually somebody who is very strategic and sharp in their thinking, controlled emotions, doesn't let the emotions out, but always feeling like they're very much like hit rock bottom, stabbed in the back. So I wouldn't be surprised if it's one or two. Either was married and got away, had a child and got away, left and moved on, or was under the control of his mother or a mother figure, and as a young adult he made a break for it and he took off. King of Swords, Page of Swords, Knight of Swords, unbelievable. And then you have the Eight of Swords energy and the Ace of Wands. Ultimately, look, this individual has gone through this whole process of emotional I'm not going to say development, but transitioning emotionally, but also gone through phases of, okay, I'm going to get a grip and this is what I'm going to be. I can't do it. I lose it. I'm going to get a grip and this is what I'm going to be. I can't do it. I lose it and start over again. So there's a constant struggle in his head as to this is what I want to be, but no, I can't do it. This is what I want to be, but no. It's a constant struggle, internal struggle, a mental and emotional struggle as to who am I? What am I? This person has had multiple same-sex relationships. I'll tell you that too. Okay, that's about that. I just answered the question, so anywho, all right. So I just answered the question. Healing with Nikki. I just did. Debbie asked pretty much the same question, and that's what I. All right. Anybody else has any questions? Okay. So that's about that I have for now. We'll figure it out. We'll do more readings on this. But anybody, can you tell if he is drugging? I already answered that question. Courtney. To me, it almost feels like something is kept under the tongue. I don't know whether it is him keeping something under his tongue, or he's keeping something under their tongue, or he slips them something in the drink, a little bit in the drink, not to completely knock them out, but enough to make them a little bit more like, agreeable to suggestions of, hey, you want to go out and get a smoke? Hey, let's go out and smoke, man. And then from there go on to something else. It's like, hey, you want to go out and smoke? Yeah, sure, let's go out and smoke. And hey, where are you from, man? What are you doing? Yeah, this is a cool place. Do you come here often? Yeah, sure. Yeah, I know this place. This is very familiar. Right down there, there's another place that's awesome. Like, we're all planning on going there. Do you want to join? That kind of a thing. Very good at, because he comes across as being so solid. Like, there's no doubt in them initially. They don't doubt him, and they are like, they buy into his credibility. Okay. Hey, Araceli, how you doing? Yeah, we missed you, Araceli. You've been gone for so long. Oh my goodness. How are you doing? I'm glad you were able to make this. I know Susan's been missing too. She's going to join us, I'm sure, one of these days. I got, I think, a message from her. I know a couple of folks have been missing, but I'm sure they'll join back in. And of course, it's been sporadic. So anyway, this is this. Very interesting. See, if I get their names and the date of birth, no, then I can do readings for each and every one of those. You're right, Courtney, each and every one of those individuals, names and date of birth and the date of death. So I can definitely do that. Lunar eclipse, there's going to be something that's going to pop up about this case. Emotionally fulfilling. Yes, you wait until the lunar eclipse, which is probably a week or two away, right? May 6th, I think. There's something that's going to, it's almost like something else is going to pop up with this case, but definitely in the 6th month, June. Six weeks, should I say? People are like, okay, Kirtana, make up your mind. So 6 days, 6 weeks, or the 6th month. There we go. He's going to try to leave and walk away. Lots of 8s that pop up. 8th house is what? Secrets, devious sexual energy, the occult. A lot of 8th house. He's going to try to walk away, but he can't. Somebody's going to force him to stay, and then he's going to continue to do his job. He might try to walk away from his job, but somebody's like, no man, you're under a contract, you can't leave. So he's going to forcibly have to continue doing his job for a little bit longer. And then you have the 5 of Cups. He's very, very much struggling, feeling emotionally really like rock bottom. Then you have the 9 of Cups. And then you have the Knight. Oh, are you serious? And then you have the 10 of Wands. Look, I will tell you, this guy is going to make a mistake because he's getting very close to feeling extremely burdened. Remember in the beginning I said he has this weird hope that somebody finds him out, and then he'll kind of just give in. He's getting to that point where he's going to make a mistake. That's how they usually are caught. Okay, that's about that. All right, everybody, I'm going to stop with this particular reading. We've been here for about an hour and a half, so that's plenty. We'll definitely try to catch up another time and do another reading as and when we progress. If I get the names and dates of birth or whatever of at least some of the men who are deceased, then I might do readings for them. And Courtney, what type of a profession is he in? I answered that already. Watch the video. Kathleen says, thank you, Kirtana, very much. Thank you all for your support and being here. Hey, Stephanie Kinghorn, she says, sending love from Australia. Hey, thank you so much for being here. My pleasure, Debbie. Thank you, everybody. Debbie, Courtney, Kathleen, Stephanie, Araceli, Healing with Nikki. Then who do we have? Gypsy Girl, Love MJ. Thank you for your generosity, Love MJ. Thumbelina, I gotta love that. And Debbie's faux pas. That was just too funny. Alia, Eid Mubarak to you. My Manx 100. Araceli, it was good to see you today. So thank you all for being here. We will definitely do some more on this. Kelly, thank you, Kelly. If I missed out anybody's name, I do apologize. My Max 100. Denise Tuck, thank you for being here. We'll do another reading. Like I said, let me see if I can get some names and date of birth and whatever. There is definitely a commonality there. And I think when I spoke to Debbie, I had told her, I said, even the age, if you look, I think they're all about the same age, like maybe within that 10-year kind of a thing. It's very sad, very, very, very questionable. Look, you can't have that many people go and all, be found drowned in that particular spot, right? I mean, like, what are the odds? So that's a bit spooky and scary. So we'll see. I'm a bit tired, y'all. So thank you again. I'm going to end this. Much love to all of y'all. 10-4, and we'll catch up again, okay? So 10-4. I'm going to do this. All right, everybody. We'll log out. All right. Thank you, everybody. I'm going to end this stream, okay?